Hi, meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Thursday, November 18th. A very mild day is coming to the mid-Atlantic region. Temperatures will actually approach, perhaps even surpass the 70-degree mark in some parts of the I-95 corridor region later on this afternoon, just ahead of a strong cold front. 70 to maybe 72 or 3 degrees in the D.C. metro region, upper 60s to near 70 degrees in Philadelphia, and certainly the mid to upper 60s likely this afternoon in New York City. All of this ahead of a strong cold front. That cold front comes sweeping through during the evening hours with some shower activity, not a heavy rain event. And then tomorrow turns out to be a much colder and windy day in the mid-Atlantic region, in the northeast U.S., and then another strong cold front arrives during the early part of next week. Before we get more details about the upcoming weather situation, first wanted to mention that late tonight, in the wee hours of the morning, there will be a partial lunar eclipse, actually almost a total lunar eclipse. 97% of the Earth's of the moon's surface will be covered by the Earth's shadow. Generally runs from around 2:15 a.m. to 5:45 a.m. in the Eastern time zone, and skies should gradually clear after midnight. There is this cold front we have to deal with, and it should produce some showers in the late afternoon, early evening hours, and then skies should clear after midnight. It will be windy and cold, so if skies do permit viewing of the lunar eclipse late tonight, bundle up. It will be windy and cold. This, by the way, is being called the longest partial lunar eclipse in nearly 600 years. Again, ranging over about a 3.5 hour period from around 2:15 to 5:45 a.m. in the Eastern time zone. The peak will be around 4 a.m. I have a posting on this whole situation, the lunar eclipse, right now on the main page of paratonweather.com, so go visit there. This is what it could look like after midnight, again, weather permitting. Well, here's the latest radar loop from WSI's and telecast.com, and not too difficult to find where the cold front is, and here it is, right in this band right here. There are some showers, the front already sweeping through the eastern part of the Ohio Valley into west Pennsylvania, western New York. It will bring showers to the I-95 corridor region during the early evening hours. Again, I'm not expecting a heavy rain event, probably no thunder associated with this frontal passage either. And ahead of the front, again, temperatures to near 70 degrees in many parts of the I-95 corridor region this afternoon. Clouds will certainly increase. The winds will pick up out of the southwest ahead of the front this afternoon. And then late tonight, that front sweeps off the eastern seaboard. Winds turn to a northwesterly direction, even increase in intensity. And tomorrow most certainly will be a much colder and windy day. And the cold and the winds pick up after midnight. So again, if you're out viewing the lunar eclipse, it will be cold and windy. Let's take a look at last night's operational run of the GFS. First, we're looking at 500 millibar vorticity fields. These are areas of kind of a spin or rotation in the upper part of the atmosphere that tend to be associated with surface levels, upward motion, and storms and precipitation. So we look for these vorticity maxima areas in the mid and upper levels part of the atmosphere to kind of determine where clouds and precipitation may be. This whole area of disturbed weather is associated with that cold frontal system. It will slide to the south and east today, and here's the forecast map for tomorrow morning. Again, by this time the surface front will be off the eastern seaboard. Skies should gradually clear after midnight, hopefully in time for viewing of the lunar eclipse. A much different day on Friday to close out the work week, with temperatures generally confined to the 40s in D.C., Philadelphia, New York City, after reaching near 70 degrees this afternoon. Then it stays cold but not as windy on Saturday, and then we start looking upstream. Here's the forecast map for Sunday morning. And here we go, upstream over the northern plains, another disturbance in the upper part of the atmosphere. This has a strong cold front associated with it, and it will start to kind of dive to the south and east. Let's move forward here into the early part of next week. This is the Monday morning forecast map. Notice the vorticity maximum drop from the south central part of Canada across the Great Lakes, and it continues to dive to the south and east. Here we are by Tuesday morning, so it moved over a 48-hour period from around here to down around here. That's why this system still bears some watching for the Mid-Atlantic region. It certainly will be an active cold frontal passage and very windy conditions I expect in the Mid-Atlantic region, in the Northeast, by the time we get to Tuesday of next week. Much, much colder than normal. With this sitting in the upper part of the atmosphere, expect unstable conditions, a possibility of some snow shower activity to go along with strong winds on Tuesday, and again, temperatures way below normal for this time of the year. Now, if this could dig a little bit farther to the south and east, or maybe surface low pressure near the Mid-Atlantic coastline, something we still have to watch over the next couple of days. There's still some potential for trouble with this particular setup coming late Monday into Tuesday. As it stands right now, very windy and cold on Tuesday with some snow shower activity possible in the Mid-Atlantic region. Certainly some decent lake effect snows possible on Tuesday, interior sections of the northeastern part of the nation. Then it quiets down on Wednesday and Thursday. This is the Wednesday forecast map for much of the eastern U.S., other than maybe New England, a quieter day, and certainly it looks like it stays quiet in much of the eastern U.S. right into Thursday, Thanksgiving Day of next week. Well, let's wrap up by looking at the surface forecast maps, again using the operational run of the GFS. Here is green associated with this next cold frontal system, showers, maybe an embedded thunder, but I really don't expect thunder to be involved in the I-95 corridor regions. Relatively light rain event coming. Showers again, perhaps as early as 4 or 5 p.m., but more likely 6, 7, 8, 9 p.m. During the evening hours. And then again, after midnight, it should sweep off the eastern seaboard. Skies should gradually clear, perhaps allowing for viewing of the lunar eclipse, again, from around 2:15 a.m. to about 5:45 a.m. Winds will become quite noticeable, quite strong out of the northwest. Temperatures drop sharply from late this evening through the overnight hours into the 30s. And tomorrow, this is Friday morning forecast map, certainly a cold and windy day. Then high pressure moves overhead tomorrow night in the Mid-Atlantic region, and by Saturday morning, some spots will experience their lowest temperature readings so far this season, mid to upper 20s in some suburban locations to the north and west of the big cities. Winds will not be nearly the factor on Saturday as they will be tomorrow, but Saturday remains quite chilly. Temperatures confined to the 40s for afternoon highs. That's below normal for this time of the year. A little bit milder on Sunday, and then that next cold front shows up here by the time we get to Sunday night. It will bring some showers into the Mid-Atlantic region, into the coastal part of the northeastern states, Sunday night into Monday morning. And again, remember that upper air features diving to the south and east. And here we are now, Monday morning, some showers associated with that strong cold front. And it comes blasting through here by Monday night. And by the time we get into later Monday night into Tuesday, we have quite a pressure gradient setting up here between a strong low pressure area over northern New England and this strong high pressure over the south central states. A very, very windy day expected in the Mid-Atlantic region, in the northeast U.S. On Tuesday, I expect it to be unstable in the atmosphere with all that vorticity hanging aloft. Maybe some snow shower activity even into the I-95 corridor region. Winds perhaps gusting up to 40 miles per hour or so. Temperatures way below normal. So a very wintry blast of cold air early next week for the Mid-Atlantic, the Northeast U.S., the Great Lakes. And again, winds could gust on Tuesday up to 40 or 50 miles per hour. Then we'll move ahead, still remaining windy right through the day on Tuesday. It does get quieter as we go through the day on Wednesday, and a relatively quiet look to the pattern here by the time we get into Thanksgiving Day, which is next Thursday, a week from today. So a lot going on. First of all, very mild today. Temperatures will flirt with the 70-degree mark. D.C., Philadelphia, maybe mid to upper 60s in New York City this afternoon, but all that warm-up ends abruptly this evening with the passage of a strong cold front. Some shower activity, not a heavy rain event this evening. Then the lunar eclipse. Late tonight, the wee hours of the morning, hopefully viewing will be possible. Windy, cold on Friday. Not as windy, but still cold on Saturday. Then the next strong cold front brings showers Sunday night, Monday time frame, and a very windy and cold air mass coming in for Monday night and Tuesday, maybe with some snow showers associated with it during the day on Tuesday, as the atmosphere will be quite unstable. That's it for now. I'm meteorologist Paul Dorian.